Yo, yo, yo. Okay. Shiva is going to be running World of Illusion. Just going to make sure chat audio is all good. Trying to do tech and commentate at the same time. I'm going to hope there's no echo. If there's an echo, somebody yell at me. Okie doke. I think Shiva is ready to go. So I'm going to give a countdown from 5 to get started. Just gotta... There is an echo. Why is there an echo? Oh, no. Viva is muted. Hold on, let me... Oh, okay. Shiva says they're gonna fix the echo, so that works. Okay. All right, excellent. Shiva, I believe you are ready, so I'm gonna count down from 5 and we can start the run. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Yeah, I think it might be a speaker. All right, this is World of Illusion. Just give me 1 second, guys. Shiva already doing some very, very difficult tricks here in the game. Starting off with some frame-perfect seesaw jumps. Already moving through to the first part of the second stage. This speedrun, it's a fine little speedrun. I think if anybody is looking for a Disney speedrun to kind of wet the toes a little bit, you don't want to go too crazy, I think World of Illusion's a great place to get started. It's a difficult game to master, but it is a fairly easy game to walk into and get a fairly good time with, not a whole lot of practice. To nail the very difficult parts of this speedrun does take a lot of work, but to get the basis of the speedrun, it's pretty simple to pick up. It's a great game casually, I agree. It also has great music, the visuals are great. As a speedrun.com moderator for a bunch of games, this is probably the most active game that I moderate. I'm always verifying runs for this. So okay, Shiva's onto the first boss. What they're going to do is they're going to hit this spider a bunch with their cape. He's going to come down, he's going to taunt you, and then to try and get a quick hit, usually what you'll do is you'll sell out to one side and hope that the boss comes down on that side, because there's basically a 1 in 3 chance that you're going to guess exactly where the spider is going to come down. He's either going to come down to the left, the middle, or the right. You kind of you take a bet and you hope it pays out. All right, already on to the second section here. Just a little flying carpet stage. I don't know if this is paying homage to Aladdin or not. I have no idea. This game does pay homage to a bunch of different things. You'll especially see it later in the end of this game, where it really goes heavy into the Alice in Wonderland. Yeah, and honestly, I think it's probably the best part of the game. Cool little trick coming up here. Very, very fun little trick. So Shiva's going to activate that pillar, get it off screen so it deactivates, and then just going to fall right through the ground and just clip through the rest of the stage. Just seeing Mickey kind of just stuck in his falling animation is always fun there. So a little bit of a scary section here. Really don't want to fall off any of these clouds. Shiva's going to be boosting off these clouds that move just to get a little bit of a speed boost. And then one trick in this game, you can preserve your forward momentum by jumping like that. So it's just Shiva coming off the speed boost there off the cloud, trying to keep that momentum going. On to the second boss. This one's not going to pose any trouble here. Go to the left, go to the right, swing, swing. Easy stuff. And of course, at the end, you've got to dance around when you're just waiting for the transition to get out of the boss fight. Here goes nothing. And this is probably my least favorite part of the game. I don't know, maybe Shiva really likes this part. I'm not a big fan of the underwater section here. The swimming mechanic in this game is kind of weird. Like as you're going up, I forget the details of it now, but there's a way to preserve your forward momentum, and there's also a way to just completely lose it in the swimming section. In a speedrun, of course, we're not looking to lose any time. But Shiva's doing a pretty good job navigating through here. The music, oh yeah. I think the music in every part of this game is just absolutely unreal. It's so good. I think they did a really good job in this game of taking what worked well in Castle of Illusion and then just like absolutely, turning it up to 10. Okay. Shiva's going to go for a little bit of a skip here. Some very difficult jumps in here when you're just first start learning the speedrun. So what they're going to try to do is not get hit by these clams. It can be tough. Basically, your timing has to be perfect. And then they're going to try to jump as far off this ledge as possible to skip the waterfall. Okay. Don't quite get it, which is fine. It's not a huge time loss at all. It's like 2 or 3 seconds, but they are going to damage boost through the final clam, which is very, very smart. And next section here, we're got to watch out for sharks. And then the floor is just falling apart. It's just this ship is completely unsafe and is not seaworthy at all, but we got to navigate through it anyway. Shiva's going to be damage boosting through some of these falling spheres here, so just if you duck while you take damage, you don't Mickey doesn't do the damage animation, so you save time there, so Mickey doesn't tell you that he hurt his finger. running towards the boss fight here. I would say that this is probably, if you're first learning the game, this boss fight is probably the toughest one. The shark, it gives you a very specific pattern, but it's very, if it doesn't go well, this shark can be very difficult to deal with. So he has a bit of an erratic pattern, so if you don't really know what the shark is gonna do, you can take a lot of damage. Now, good thing is this is not Shiva's first time playing this game, so they know the shark pattern and is able to just take care of the shark. No problem. That's a very good fight. Alright, more very difficult tech coming up here. At the very beginning, Shiva did some frame-perfect jumps. They're going to have to do a few more. Now, the good thing is, you know, if you don't get them, that's fine. There's a way around this stage. They're going to go for it. They get it. That's very... So, this is very, very difficult, these stapler jumps. Oh, beautiful. So basically, for that to work, Mickey needs to have some horizontal momentum. And then you're also jumping at the exact frame where Mickey hits the stapler. And it just sends you right into the air. Very, very difficult. Shiva making it look easy, of course. And then this stage here, as I like to call it, is basically Milky 2.0. It's very similar to in Castle of Illusion. There is a dessert-themed stage. They're turning it up to 11 in this one, pretty much. And blasting off into space on the Quark here. This is basically just a little auto-scroller section, also known as the bitrate killer, because these stars will just absolutely eat up your internet bitrate. But all Shiva has to do is stay on the bottom of the screen here, and they will be okay. Nothing bad will happen. They will also pick up some health here, if they so choose. The cake is just right there, so you may as well just get it. And as we come back down to Earth, we should get our bits back on stream. Perfect. Boss fight coming up is not too much of a challenge. You can get an extra hit in early on this boss fight, but it only saves like a second if you even so choose to go for it. Shiva just gonna play it safe here, which is fine, and that's another very good boss fight. Hell yeah. And now we're going to get into my favorite part of the game. It's the Alice in Wonderland part. These playing cards are hilarious, especially the ones that kind of just lay down for you so you can walk across them. They look so so angry that that's their job, just to be walked across. Great emote idea if anybody wants a channel emote. These cards and their silly little face. Shiva taking some nice boosts from the cards there. You have to be careful in this section right here. You can actually walk so fast as to get ahead of the cards, and then you end up falling to your death, but they pause for a brief moment there just to make sure that doesn't happen. Hit the right dice, and then we're in through the looking glass. There's a little bit of a pseudo-auto-scroller here. They're gonna there's a bag here somewhere that they're gonna want to not get, because that inside that bag is a firework. It'll kill every enemy on screen, but the auto scroller stops scrolling, the game pauses, and it plays for this big long animation to do it. You don't want that in a speed run. You know, we're trying to go fast here. So just dodging candles and plates. And I know I said that this is my favorite part of the game, but the room coming up is really my favorite part. I think it's so beautiful. The music is pretty good as well, but like this whole section is just, it's unreal. Like the level of detail in this is incredible. Some of these enemies can actually be pretty tough to kill. I believe it's a 2-hit with the cape. You can jump over them, but it is a bit of a tight jump. Like the timing's a little awkward on it. Once you get it down, you get it most times. But when you're first learning the game, those jumps over those enemies, it can be a bit of a pain in the butt. Perfect. There is a way to soft lock the game going into that chest. I do not remember the specifics of it, but no soft lock today. We are going to see the end of the run. So this room here is probably the hardest room in the game. There's a lot of enemies. You can take a lot of damage here. There is health just up ahead, so no problem for the most part. Good jump. Good attack as well. There's... Ooh. Nice. Avoiding the death, and now we're going to go into the Pete fight. So I should go back into a Rust desk and hear my voice once again, and get ready on time. And no problem with the boss fight there. Pete stood no chance. At this point, there's just a little bit of a end of boss cutscene, so we can give our GGs to Shiva here now. Time will be when the screen fades to black, and that's time. It's I believe that's a 16:10. GG, Shiva. Very good work. Yeah, it's a great speed run. There's a very active, I don't know how to say the community, but there's a lot of people running this game. We're very close to seeing a new world record. There's a new runner whose name I forget right now, but they're like half a second away from beating the world record. So it's an exciting time to be in the World of Illusion community. That being said, I'd like to thank Shiva. I believe this might be Shiva's last run of the event. It is. So I know Shiva did some stuff overnight. So it's wonderful. It's wonderful. We're going to keep our Saturday morning cartoon block going. We're going to get Patak set up for the Lucky Dime Caper, which is an amazing Master System game. I think it's a hidden gem. So you guys will enjoy that. But actually, I've got to keep you here for 1 second because I didn't set up the Be Right Back screen while I was doing commentary. So I've just got to change some text. Doing tech on the fly here.